Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you use. Electric indeed. Dynamic. And this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Smith there for the stop. On third down, Taylor looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here come the Bills. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin taking it in. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And this one through the uprights and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlighted, wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Carr. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get
Latavius Murray, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 59 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards able to drop him for a loss of 4. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times.
That's caught inside the 20. A big gain there for the Bills. 36 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. Now a shot near the goal line for the fullback, Felton. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jerome Felton taking it in. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he cuts it right. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 53 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And it's up and good. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro. But he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him. Taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 15 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Murray. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Murray had the 1,000-yard season in 2015, followed that up with 788 last year. Now, also in the mix in Oakland, you had Washington, you had Richard. How do you see this backfield playing out going forward?
I think you'll see a similar combination going forward. I think that's one of the reasons that he dropped from a 1,000-yard runner to 788, because they had other options. They're able to bring in Washington, Richard. They can use different plays for those guys, a lot of versatility, and really upgrade their offense with an infusion of speed. But Latavius Murray, I think he'll still continue to be the lead guy out of that trio.
Now Carr. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Carr going to go on 4th down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And an alley to run. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 97 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that's only the third time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it. So you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research. The other two, 2014 Lamar Miller. The other one.
I know the other one.
Okay.
That was 1939. Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, God, was it?
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They do go for it. It's Carr. Looking deep for Crabtree. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go. On second down, Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And his throw here is incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. To throw his Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And that's complete to Walford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, 36 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football, Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, it's McCoy. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you. There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now a play fake. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. Throwing his car on third down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's fourth down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's got time. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Taylor. Buying time to his left. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll sneak it with Taylor. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try and power it in here with a fullback Felton. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Jerome Felton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 75 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Bills. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Here's McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's 1st down, Buffalo.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
A give to McCoy. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Taylor going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. Here's Wolford over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
why